Okay, there we
I
go.
look like I'm in the dark, like I'm in the dark shadow. Hi, everybody.
A little bit.
A little bit.
It's not bad though. We can still make it out.
Okay. Oh well. Hi, everybody. The lighting isn't that well.
Hey guys.
Right now. Welcome to Maximize Money Monday. I said money. Monday, everyone. That's what
My
you
money works too.
eating all those cookies. They were so good though.
Hmm.
Part of me's debating going back to get them, but I'm like, I don't need to.
That's how it was with have you been to like Honey Girl where they make the yogurts and food
Honey Gold.
bowls?
What's Honey Gold?
It's on the healthier side of things. It's bad that it's right next to Smash Burgers because it's a 1 for 2 deal or 2 for 1 deal.
Oh, the one in Marlton.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know you're talking about.
But
I
they
didn't get it.
make a really good it's a cheesecake strawberry blueberry yogurt bowl.
That's not healthy.
I said it's on the healthier side of things.
That's not healthy. That's not healthy.
Well, it's healthier than other things I could get. But anyway,
All that
it's really
sugar is
good.
not healthy.
I said it's healthier. Healthier.
Just like you justify it.
I'm just saying it like it is.
Yeah, whatever. Welcome there. Welcome to Maximize Monday, everybody. I'm saying if I'm going to eat something that's bad, I'm not going to guise it in something that's healthy bad. I'm just going to eat the bad thing.
He's great.
What's the difference? I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, well, no, there is some difference.
Strawberries and blueberries and blackberries
Yeah, and all that sugar, yeah,
from
your
the
kidney,
berries.
your kidney probably in shock.
No, it's fruit.
Welcome everybody to all that, yes. Welcome to Maximize Monday. Hope everybody is well. Please do us a favor and share it this time. And we see the numbers coming on as we banter and talk about food for the beginning. As people are coming on, it's bad because this time of year, it's like, who cares about what you eat? Like, I'm like, let me do good. Because the usual thing is November, December, you just eat all the cakes and everything, just eat bad. Then January, let me get it together.
Right.
What I'm attempt to do, eat good, and just cheat on those necessary days. And then eat good the rest of the month, so I don't have to worry about catching up in January.
The necessary days are like week long.
No, that's why I said days, not weeks.
They are days.
No, I'm talking about like Thanksgiving Day. And maybe the day after the leftovers.
The day after Thanksgiving.
For leftovers, yes.
And then the day after that.
No, Thursday and Friday. And then on Christmas, you have Christmas Day, which is on a Sunday this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then that Monday after. You don't.
We're making stretch, so.
It's just all these new snacks are available. And like I said, I just happened to see those cookies and they were seasonal. And, blame it on seasonal because they only come out once a year.
You gotta eat it while you can.
Yeah. That's my excuse. But I feel the difference now. I need to get back on it. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Keefe. Hey, Anjanette.
I know Dana's still trying to get her. Is it the chocolate cake?
I don't remember.
It's a German chocolate cake or something like that.
And that's not Helen.
Yeah, Helen. Lee.
Probably. My brain is a little off today.
Somebody likes cake.
Y'all ready for the holidays? Let's say a prayer for you, of course, Keisha.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pray for you and all those families too. Y'all get ready for the holidays. Oh, we got to talk about this holiday taping thing we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hope you get ready for the holidays. Be safe. Enjoy yourselves. And don't eat too much. Right, like the pot.
Too much is relative. What is too much?
you know exactly.
It's all about timing. That's all.
Yeah, whatever. So welcome everybody to Maximize Monday. So glad you all can join us. And Now, while we're on it, just as an aside, we've been talking about like mental health since like May in
Mhm.
different formats. And then this month we've been talking about these negative thinking patterns. And something I know that is easy to fix, talking about food, is if you really want to help your mental and your emotional health, the one thing you can control that's certain is what you eat. And studies show it. What you eat affects your emotions and your thought process. Some of your I'm having a hard time thinking cookies. I had one this morning. uh, so your gut health and your mental health go together. Most people don't think about that. There's somewhere in your gut, these neurons or something like that trigger something in your brain. So, uh, there are some things you can do easily. The better you eat, the more you go work out. It's nice outside. Go take a walk. Um, those things can help you with your emotional setting. And I think one of the things that would be good for us, we're going to create a series of videos. It's going to be coming out hopefully within the next week or two on managing the holidays, difficult family members.
Y'all got them.
You're right. Managing grief during the holidays, also managing COVID during the holidays too, because now at first that respiratory virus, the RSV, was just happening to the kids. Now the adults are starting to get it. And COVID ain't over, y'all. I'm not saying you can't go see your families and stuff like that. Just be safe. If you're sick, stay home. If I tested negative, stay home. If you coughing and hacking, what's crazy? The amount of people, and I'm guilty of this, who before the pandemic went to work sick, just went out places. I was just a little colder like that. You in people's presence, ain't even thinking about your germ spreading, and just what was wrong with us? We
were so innocent. Live life without care.
Yeah, just not even think about who we got sick. Now it becomes like bad. It's like, oh, we can deal with it. So just be safe, y'all. Yeah, Dana, intermittent fasting is great. I do intermittent fasting. It does really work. It doesn't seem like it works in the beginning, and it can be a little difficult. But once your body gets used to it, it's so much easier to deal with, easier to do. Actually, it becomes your norm. And people don't believe me, but it really does become your norm, and you get used to it, and it feels normal to you. All righty. Anything before we get started?
No, let's jump into it.
All right. Anybody else allergies bothering them since this weather got warm? No? You probably ain't got no bad allergy. You got other stuff. So
True.
All right, so we went through 1 through 6, the all or nothing thinking. We went through overgeneralizing. We went through mental filtering. We did jumping to conclusions. We did catastrophizing, and then last week we did identifying with emotions. And if you missed any of them, go back and watch the previous Maximize Mondays, and we went through all of those negative thinking patterns, trying to change our thought process. So it won't just be like a New Year thing, but it'll be a lifestyle thing. So number 7, let's chat about this. Using should statements. These words are set up for painful self-blame. Should statements. These words are set up for painful self-blame. Now, let me qualify this. This is not an excuse to not do what you should be doing. However, I do think that all of us at times put unnecessary pressure on ourselves that are more internal than external.
Okay.
It's our own expectation of ourselves and what we should be doing that nobody else is putting on us but us. Or us interpreting how people feel and internalizing how they feel and make it ours. So for example, you'll see people say it's so hard being this, it's so hard being this, because everybody expects you to be this. And my question is, well, why do you care what everybody else expects? It's like people online. Oh, everybody on the internet's talking about this. Does that mean they're all right about it?
Right.
We made a bunch of people online who don't have no degree, don't have degrees in this stuff, haven't researched it because they have an opinion on it. All of a sudden, everybody's an authoritarian on it.
It's Bible, right?
Yeah, it's like everybody's saying this. You mean like 10,000 people out of a billion people are saying it? That is hardly in those numbers anything at all. But the internet say it. Everybody on the internet, but who cares? People spewed a bunch of their opinions, but I wonder sometimes, maybe you do online stuff, but more than I do, like working with people though.
Yeah.
I get, you want people to speak well of you. I'm not against that at all. But for some reason, we put pressure on us based off of people's expectations, even if we don't know the person.
Mm-hmm.
And they're online saying this. Why do you care what they're saying online? Are they right? That's my question. I mean, I don't know where you can jump in any on that, but it just boggles my mind how we let a few, that's not even a microcosm of the whole, a few dictate how we're supposed to feel about something because a group of people are saying it, but did you research, see if they're right? Like,
right.
You don't watch basketball, like all this Kyrie Irving and Kanye West stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, they're saying a bunch of stupid stuff, and people are like, well, they're right because pick up a book that's not biased. Like, YouTube University is not your education system.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. I think there's a flaw in the system. And of course, it's depending on how you use it. But most people, when they post things online, it's because they want whatever they're posting and what they're doing to get attention. Mm-hmm. So then when you're already looking for that attention, I think it's easy to zero in on it and be focused on, okay, pay attention to me. What are you saying? And, that can become a reflection of who you are, what you do.
Yeah.
So I think just down to the basics of things, it creates a negative habit because they're so focused on what others are saying instead of just living our lives.
Yeah. And I think, and I get it. Everybody needs affirmation in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of those people where all I need is to care about, the only person I care about, care about opinions myself. You should care about what other people think. The right people.
The right people.
That love you, the people that care for you, people that genuinely want the best interest in you. But I get we want affirmation, but I think with the world being so technologically connected, our need for affirmation has grown beyond a necessary circle into a bunch of unnecessary people that don't even know us.
Yeah.
It's like these kids doing these stupid TikTok challenges, hurting themselves. Just to get social media recognition or affirmation or be viral. Like, you don't even know these people. What did the crate challenge last year?
They're not paying your hospital bills either.
They're not paying your hospital bills.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are y'all doing? But that whole should. No, you don't.
Yeah.
And for those of us who'd like to put a lot of pressure on ourselves, I think sometimes we get excited and want to get a lot done immediately rather than taking the time to build for it.
Okay.
I gotta do it now. I gotta do this now. Who says? I gotta do this here. Why don't you take care of these two things first?
Mm-hmm.
Then let's focus on that. Let's take our baby steps. Let's work our way up. But a lot of people, especially perfectionists, put a pressure on themselves that I get. You want stuff done right, but sometimes that pressure can be unhealthy.
Yeah.
And you find yourself stressing over stuff that is probably like a year away. You didn't even take care of what you need to take care of today first.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody, they're like, I'm all over here. I want to do this, and this is going to cost me this. It's going to do me this. And I'm like, well, did you do X, Y, and Z to get there? No. Well, let's take care of these three things first.
Mm-hmm.
You're worried about something that may never happen, or if it does happen, it could be years from now. Let's take care of these small steps.
They add up. And I think we put ourselves on these timelines, not keeping in mind that sometimes life just happens and we need to adjust those timelines or the game plans that we come up with doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's just, part of being successful is being able to navigate through everything that is just thrown at you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And worrying about what's in front of your face, not what's 5 steps down the road. Consider those 5 things. Consider them, but don't sweat them. Because a lot of worry and a lot of fear is really in our thoughts. So you had that look on your face. So like we'll think 5 steps down the line, what about this? Oh, it's gonna be this. And I'm like, but how do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I'm just assuming. Well, yeah, that's the problem. You're assuming. You don't know it's actually going to be like that. But we've conjured in our mind and all of a sudden created something in our thoughts that isn't necessarily real because we put this, I'll say, an unhealthy pressure on ourselves to be more than what we are at the moment, and to accomplish more than we are. Nobody goes from those overnight sensations. These people have been working for years to get to that place.
Yeah.
It's just you finally found out about them.
Mm-hmm.
They finally broke, but they were doing it for a long time. A long time.
Yeah,
They
it
didn't
wasn't
shoot out of the blue.
And just think about it, like in terms of Tyler Perry. Like I saw he posted earlier about being in his new production studio.
Mm.
The movie came out that he wrote years ago while he was living in his car. So it's not always a glamorous thing. Sometimes you got to start out where you start out and keep at it.
Yeah. And just as Bishop says, you conquer the next moment.
Mm-hmm.
We're stressed out because we're thinking of everything we got to do rather than, hey, let me just conquer this next thing. I got to do this. Let me do this. I'll worry about that when I get to it. I'm not saying don't plan and prepare, right, but don't let it overwhelm me. Let's conquer this next thing. Mm-hmm. And that actually helps your day get done easier because let me do this one thing. Okay, now you slowly conquer the next item. And we stress ourselves out, worried about all these what ifs and these unknowns and all these other things. And it's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Not there. But these shoulds, these unrealistic expectations, and we talk about people like let's say, for example, people getting older. Your looks start to change. You don't snap back like you used to. People being unrealistic about that. Like you're not 20 years old anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not old. I'll be 41. Actually, this month. But I mean, I do not have the same thing like when I was 18 years old. It ain't there.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not coming all the way back. So just I could be the best me that I could be at 40, 41 years old. But this, but I think this pressure of, the unwarranted self-pressure can stress you out, make you feel less than. Here it is. Help me with it. You stop celebrating the small wins because you're looking at all the stuff you don't like, the stuff you don't want, the stuff you're not accomplishing, rather than the progress that you've made.
Mm-hmm.
Put pressure on yourself to succeed. I'm not saying don't put pressure on yourself, but learn if it's unhealthy and it's hurting you, it's not good for you. Because that's when you start cheating to get ahead, lying to get ahead, and start doing all these things that can be compromising to yourself to move forward. Which is going to be detrimental which can be detrimental to you later. Yeah. Because it catches up to you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sooner or later.
And I think it's funny because sometimes when we see this in other people, it's easier to find reason in it in terms of, you need to give yourself credit. That's what we say to other people, right? Mm-hmm. But it's harder to do that for ourselves. So I think we just need to step outside of ourselves and just really think about, even if it's just writing it down, because sometimes that helps too, to see everything that you're doing.
Yeah, write down what you accomplished today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm this much closer. I did this. To learn to celebrate those small wins and not put too much unwarranted pressure on you. Here it is. The scripture says, faithful over a few. Take care. He gave them one thing to take care of. Take care of this one thing. Master this thing. And then that will open the door for many. We're so busy worried about the many that we're forgetting to master what's in front of us.
Yep.
Again, I'm not saying don't consider the future. Consider what you need to do later, but that shouldn't stress. I'm stressed about something that could happen 3 years from now. That's 3 years from now. Focus on conquering this step. And once you learn to conquer things step by step, it becomes easier in life because, you know, you're taking it a step at a time and not having this unwarranted pressure. You know, and I get, you know, people, you want to be, we want to be accepted. We like affirmation, but the drive for acceptance and affirmation shouldn't make us go too crazy. And all of us have done something stupid trying to get some affirmation from somebody.
That's the truth.
That didn't have to pay the price for what we did.
Mm-hmm.
Completely dumb.
It's not worth it.
I was talking to a friend of mine about some stuff. We were talking about some things. I'm like, some of these people are going to regret what they're doing a few years from now because they're trying to build it. They're trying to build their Christian platform on stuff that really ain't that much Christ-like. Like, you know, Christ-like just. But again, the quest for followers, and you know, it's easy to fall into that trap. It's so easy to. But the quest for followers, the quest for affirmation, the quest for building a platform, you know, it's there.
Yeah,
it's there.
It is, and I get it because it feels good to receive that type of affirmation, but especially when it comes to like social media, like at the end of the day, we don't own anything that we post, right? And Twitter and Facebook and whatever, they all have the power to change their algorithm so that even what you're doing won't work in the next day. I know a lot of people who lost followers aren't getting the same engagement and they're having a hard time dealing with it.
Yeah. I mean, I get from a money standpoint, but from some of them, like you said, it's hard because from an affirmation standpoint, but these folk don't know you and you don't know them. Their praise is that important.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it shows you how you can get sucked up in it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. Because I didn't notice they changed the algorithm to make you pay for everything on certain platforms. Even with the Twitter changes now, with Elon Musk taking over.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, now they're...
I was going to say, like, even on Instagram, like, I don't know if you noticed, but, like, if you posted a reel, it would get, like, thousands of likes and views. You know, a lot of people will watch it. They changed their algorithm recently so that you're only getting maybe a few hundred or less than that. So like the engagement is always just going to change based on how they play the algorithms.
And I did notice somebody said that they don't show pictures as much as it was reels. And people start posting, like, I guess everybody caught onto the reels thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just their way not having to pay people, right?
Right. Also, they release this thing called subscriptions. So now people can pay to see your content that's exclusive only to members.
I ain't paying to see nobody's content.
Yeah. So it's all a money game.
Unless it's somebody that I really care about and they putting out good information, I ain't paying. I see the subscription thing. I ain't paying to watch nobody's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay. Unless it's somebody I really want to see their information and it's worth it.
Right.
Outside of that, I ain't doing it. I probably won't do it. But again, it's another way for them to make money and make it harder for everybody else to do it. It's interesting. But anyway, I'm tired, y'all. Excuse me. It's just I didn't have my coffee today. I did have that cookie, but I didn't.
Yeah, you know.
If I go back and get one, I'll bring you one to see if you like it.
Okay.
It is, but as I don't know your taste buds, you might not like it. You waste my cookie, I'm gonna be mad at you.
No, I would eat it. I would definitely eat it. Whether or not I like it, I can't say. But I do like ginger cookies. So far.
Wait a minute, you like the old ginger cookies with the orange, the orange and the black, them kind of that package, them ginger cookies?
I don't know.
You know
like,
what I'm talking about, right?
Gingerbread cookies.
No, I'm talking about the ginger cookies that come like in the orange and black case. Ask your mom, she'll know what I'm talking about.
She's shaking her head. Yes,
you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I just eat the cookie. I don't care. I'm paying attention to that.
Y'all young folk don't know nothing. It's terrible. Terrible. But anyway, I don't know how we keep veering.
Cookies.
This is my fault. It's my fault. I am time changes, even I'm still a little sleepy and groggy, but
Uh-huh.
I haven't had my coffee. I'm trying to cut back some and I drink it every day.
That's good.
Yeah. Anywho. That's all we got today. What's going on this week?
So tonight we have the recap at 5:30 with myself and Rev Rich, followed by a rebroadcast of yesterday's message from the encounter tonight at 7 p.m. And then tomorrow we have the Diamonds Ministry. So Deacon Nefessa, who is going to be sharing a message with us. Wednesday, Word Impact. Thursday, we have Sound Mind with the whole crew. And then Friday is Fresh Friday. Exactly, Holly. And then on Saturday, we have On Point Radio in the morning with Pastor Nick and Bishop, followed by Emerging Worship at 5:30, or I'm sorry, at 6 in the evening. And then a full day of worship on Sunday, starting at 8 a.m. for our virtual service and 11 a.m. for our in-person service. Registration is still open for this upcoming Sunday. You can register by going online. You'll see the button there where you can register. But please let everyone know that Bethany is live and in person, and that registration closes this Wednesday at 9 p.m. So let everyone know it's open to members and non-members, and we can't wait to see you there.
Yeah, Holly, I've never been a fan of those ginger cookies. I don't like ginger snap cookies like that, but these gingerbread cookies that I tried were just, and I'm not a big fan of gingerbread cookies either, but whew, the Christmas kind, but these were so good. Anyway, you should try some of those. Go ask your mom, go get you. They're called Irvins. They're Irvins.
I can go get my own cookies, Pastor Nick.
I don't know. They're in the old people session, so maybe one of us can go get it for you. I don't know if they're in a regular cookie aisle. Look, they gave them to us when we were growing up as kids. So I mean, I wasn't a big fan of them, but they were there. Please don't forget also, we are coming back in the building for Bible study starting in December. It'll be December the 7th. Will be the first Wednesday in July that we are back in for Bible study. We'll talk to you about the registration process for that. And we're just glad that God's given us another opportunity to get back into the building and take our time and work our way back in. And so just register, and we would love to see you all. And that's all I have. Anything else, Maya?
No, that's it.
Our Catch the Fire.
Mm-hmm.
The offering is this coming Sunday the 13th. Raising money to help get cookies.
Wow, those cookies must have been really good.
Well, that and I am sleepy. I'm better at night. I'm better at nighttime. We're raising money for our turkeys giveaway on the 19th. You can also give on our website now anytime you want to. Go to our website, click Catch the Fire, as well as we are collecting coats for kids kindergarten or 4th grade, and you can bring those by the church. And that's all, and all hearts and minds are clear. The Lord bless you all. The Lord keep you. In Jesus' name, amen. We'll see y'all later.